DIYers, what's going on? Mike Boards with the Mike Boards channel. Thank you for watching. Hey, I am excited and honored to be working on or talking about in this video my dad's 1987 Gravely riding mower. It is the 18G with the Kohler engine, basically a classic or a collector. And hey, in the event that you turn your key off, pull your key out of the ignition and your engine is still running, we want to show you something unique that happened to my dad's actual ignition switch. Let's take a look. All right, DIYers, hey, we are at the table, and before we actually head to the mower and show you the newly installed ignition switch, I did want to show you the old ignition switch, which is on the left-hand side, and why it was causing my dad's 1987 Gravely mower to not turn off when he turned the key to the off position and pulled the key out. So again, with that said, in this video, we want to direct our attention to the old ignition switch and talk about what was causing it. And on the right hand side right here is a brand new ignition switch, exact replacement as you can see. However, the inner sealant or applicant that holds the leads in to the entire housing is a darker brown color, and that is because this is an aftermarket part. On the left hand side, that is the OEM color of the coating or applicant that holds the leads in. However, we do not have the brand new OEM ignition switch because that's installed in the tractor. So with that said, I'm going to shift the aftermarket aside, and I want to show you the exact OEM replacement part number for our ignition switch. As you see, Aaron's Corporation, and Aaron's owns Gravely. So if you didn't know that, now you do. Both companies are well respected and have an amazing reputation as they have manufactured incredible equipment over several decades. However, let's focus in on the ignition switch. As you see right here, here's where you put the key in. And there's the housing and the size of it in relation to my fingers and hand. And you've got an electrical connection point that feeds in, and it's just one connection point with the 5 leads that connect right into place on the inner portion or this side of the ignition switch. And look at right there, out of the 5 leads or 6 points, there's one that is completely burnt and showing serious signs of concern and or failure. Well, in our case, it was a complete failure of the kill switch portion of the ignition. And something must have happened, maybe a short over the last couple decades of mowing or turning the ignition on and off or engine on and off, and this lead finally gave way and it completely burnt and fried. And you can see the discoloration that it left with the heat as it overheated and burned out and completely failed. And the switch itself, again, key in, turn it clockwise, it starts the engine. The engine runs great the entire time he is on the mower. However, when it comes time to turn the engine off, turn the key counterclockwise to the off position, pull the key out, engine still runs. Kill switch is completely dead and fried and will no longer ever work, really, because it will never fix itself. I can promise you that. And let me bring the brand new ignition in. And if we reference the exact point that the old one or recently removed ignition switch kill portion that is burnt, there it is right there. And again, this is the new ignition switch. Down below in the comments and description will be a link on where to purchase this. And in the event that you purchase an exact OEM replacement kit or the exact aftermarket ignition that I have down below in the comments and description, the key should be the exact same as your mid 80s or late 80s mower. And there it is. Turn it, turns it on, take the key out. And again, that is the reason why the engine was not turning off. And also down below in the comments and description will be a link on how to properly and safely replace your ignition switch. DIYers, I highly encourage you watching that video because replacing an ignition switch, well, there's a right way to do it and there's a wrong way to do it. In other words, there's a safe and proper way to do it, or there is a dangerous and careless or reckless way to do it. You are working with the ignition system that has electricity flowing through it. So definitely check out that video. I will now set this aside, come back to the old one. Again, there it is. The ignition switch is fried on that lead. And I'm not sure if you can see that close up. There it is right there. Look at that. Completely fried. So again, I did want to show you that. And DIYers, from here, what I want to do is actually head to the mower, or I may even show you a picture of the brand new installed ignition switch so you see what it looks like and really how convenient it is to work on. In addition, it's important to say in the event that you do actually move forward in replacing your ignition switch because your engine is not turning off and you get the project complete, and unfortunately you turn the engine on and then off and it does not turn off, you will want to watch our video scrolling above right now because we will actually feed further downstream of the ignition switch and the electrical wiring to the back of the engine where your plugs are. And at that point, with my dad's mower specifically, which again is a 1987 Gravely 18G riding mower with the Kohler engine, there is a very specific and very important wire feeding into the back engine compartment near one of the spark plug wires and boots that allows the signal to be sent to turn the engine off. And long story short, DIYers, that's your kill switch wire. And if it is broken, damaged, overheated, melted, crimped, or flat out disconnected and cut or broken, you will want to get that fixed. So again, definitely check that out if you have replaced your ignition switch and it did not do the trick or solve the problem of the engine not turning off. You will get a close-up view and explanation of that kill switch wire near the back of the mower and on top of the engine near the plugs.